And we're charging up at the hotel. We were able to get one of the destination chargers. PlugShare said it costs money. I haven't seen anything yet, so it might be included. I'll let you know later.
So we are here at our Hilton Resort in Marco Island. We have been using our Tesery sunshade for the past couple days, and it's been really helpful because we are surprisingly hot for April and the sun is beating down the whole weekend. There's been no shady days, so it was really helpful to have the shade. Kept the car a little bit cooler, and I am notorious for forgetting to pre-cool the car. So the kids are happy to have a little bit more shade in the Tesla. Left Marco Island a little bit ago. Zach was not too happy because there was a charge to use their destination charge at the resort there, and it did not come cheap.
Yeah, they charged us 56 cents a kilowatt hour, which is higher than any supercharger I've ever used. And that's the first time we've actually run into this with a destination charger. And the worst part was, although we weren't completely shocked because I actually found it on PlugShare. But I was thinking that maybe PlugShare was wrong because there was no posting saying that we were going to get charged, nor was there any notification until after I unplugged and I got an invoice from customer.
So that was unfortunate, but we did, since he saw it on PlugShare, he did look it up and he decided it was worth the cost if he did get charged versus driving back to Naples to supercharge, where we would have lost some of our range anyways, driving back and forth. So we went ahead and used it, and that gave us a nice charge up so that we can go do the scenic loop, the driving loop in the Everglades.
All right, so we have alternating one way because we're doing some construction. We're on FSD. Let's see if we can get it. So far, so good. And no problem at all. And we're finishing up our first charge of the day. We drove almost 200 miles to Palm Beach Gardens after cutting over through the Everglades. We've been at this one before. It's at a hotel. Can't remember if it's Hilton or Marriott. But a lot of chargers here. It was pretty busy. It was actually full when we first got here, but it was a short, maybe 1 minute wait.
So we just finished one of our longest stretches that we've ever done road tripping, actually. We completed 6 hours without stopping to charge or even use the bathrooms. Our kids were pretty good about that. We did the driving loop in the Everglades. I think it's Big Cypress National Park.
Mm-hmm.
And I found it, thought it was pretty cool because we'd see some alligators and didn't realize quite how long it would take us to go through because it's a pretty bumpy dirt road. Took us quite some time, but the kids did do a tally and they saw 58 alligators. So I guess it was a success if you want to see alligators. They also saw birds and turtles, so it was fun, but we did take a little extra time doing it, and we managed to cut across Florida from our charge up destination charging in Marco Island, and we didn't charge again until we got to Palm Beach Gardens, right, Zach?
Mm-hmm.
And so we just left the charger at Palm Beach Gardens, but we were pretty surprised to make it for six hours of driving.
Yeah, and the charger was fairly congested. We only had to wait for about a minute or so. However, we peaked out at that 250 kilowatts, but it dipped down shortly afterwards, as I think the charging station was site limited, as people were plugging in with pretty low states of charge. So that is one thing to keep in mind with fully packed superchargers. It's hard to get that peak rate for everyone's drawing kilowatt power.
And it's something that we've mentioned at the 150 kilowatts that you share power. And here you're not actually sharing power, but you do lose some. So that is an important thing to consider when you're picking a charger. And when we actually picked it, there wasn't a wait, but we had put our Panera order in ahead of time, and we were picking it up. So we kind of didn't have a choice at that point.
Yeah.
But it's still not too bad. We weren't there terribly long. Why are we parking next to another Tesla? That's like a don't do that move.
Okay, just leaving anyway, because the stall next to us had condensation on the ground, and that means that the handle might be warmer because the car was recently there. Might not be able to get full rate. And Bucky's is busy as usual, just doing a quick charge on our last leg home.
Parked, didn't you?
Yeah, but I didn't park by the sign, so no parking.
You parked for half a second right before the no parking signs to reset your auto steer FSD.
I did.
I've never heard anybody complain so much, by the way.
Well, it's worse that you can't even use cruise control. I mean, that's ridiculous.